All right, Jay Wadsworth with PFC here with Cato, and we're at the Elkhorn C4C course. Bill from Blue Line, Rob Duffy, the host here, where we're shooting some videos this week. We're going to show more of combatives oriented with the trend of guns coming out at the wrong time and people taking them. We need to make sure that we have proper barriers in place, proper angles and control before we take our gun out. So one of the things we've been working on at PFC, and Chris Fry's a big part of the acronym of ACT, is if we're fighting, he's got me in here, maybe it's not deadly physical force, and it starts to turn deadly physical force, whether it's starting to take my gun and I got to go to retention off our RAT principle, or maybe it's just he starts to go for another weapon, maybe he's grabbed my gun once and I've cleared it and we're in a fight, or I'm being overwhelmed. I can't just take my gun out right here, because if I take my gun out right here, he has the ability to start to take it as easy as I can get it on point. So from here, what I want to do, and my preferred side would be to blade that gun away and take that sidearm. So if I'm in here, if I can get some sort of angle on this arm and I'm controlling that arm, I can get my gun out, push shots into the pelvis at that 45. So I'm getting an angle, controlling the near side arm before my gun comes out. The more difficult one is when I'm controlling this side arm maybe, and my gun's bladed back here. If my hips get too far back and I have to take my gun out, I have an angle and I'm controlling his arm, but my angle is too good to get rounds on him. I got to start putting the gun where he can start to take it. So even if we're in here, we're using our head as a barrier, and we're fighting, there's a wall and he's over. This is going to be at a 45, okay? And I'm compressed. Okay? I'm not giving him the gun. My hips are facing him, my barriers are in place, and now I'm shooting compressed. My target area is going to be this pelvis for reasons of, one, my hand and my head are up here. I don't want rounds coming up here. The pelvis, okay, now that's going to probably change his behavior. Maybe I can disengage, change, start to move, and get those rounds on target. Okay.